Would you like to date the woman of your dreams? If you want to be present, you need to learn how to be dominant among women. Humans are animals with primal urges encoded into our DNA that regularly override reason with raw emotion. In order for truly feminine women to maintain their feminine energy, they must feel dominated by you. Women are constantly energized from the moment they wake up. All they have to do is open their phone to receive validation. They surround themselves with male orbiters and turn to social media for additional validation throughout the day. Women, especially attractive girls, crave attention. The attention these girls receive from all these losers gives them a sense of confidence and strength, so you must learn to humble them. People in your life should know what you're willing to tolerate very clearly. You must show women from the start that you are not to be played with. This will make you stand out so far in their mind that they'll be infinitely attracted to your aura. There used to be a time when you could get women attached to you with sex. But in our modern society, these women have given their bodies up so much that you must keep them dominated to maintain attraction, so listen up. Hello and welcome to Z Taxi. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I'm going to give you the 7 ways you can dominate a woman and destroy her ego. These are ways that you can keep a girl in check if she thinks she's bad. Now, I will admit some of these tactics can be considered as pure evil, but these are mostly for the girls who will twist you into a beta mess if you don't handle them properly, so I don't feel bad. We will go in depth on every rule in the future, but this is just a brief overview, so let's get into it. First, you must avoid talk of exclusivity at all times. Listen, if you're looking for a girlfriend, then you should click the link in the top right corner. This isn't that, and most of these girls aren't meant for a relationship. These girls will have the richest, most influential, and best-looking men acting like Sims. It makes her drier than the Sahara Desert. Remember that you're the rare breed. There are far fewer high-value men in the world than there are attractive women, so when you attract these girls, be very selective about who you fall in love with and who is just a friend with benefits. When a man shows up who actually acts like a man in her presence, she can't help but be attracted to him. All the men she knows spend all their energy and resources trying to tie her into a commitment that doesn't even mean anything anymore. Not every girl is relationship material. Damaged women exist too, and they are not out here working on themselves like the men. Men have to work on themselves to survive. Pretty women don't. They can have the worst attitudes, and some guy out there would still trade his left arm for a sniffer. So when you're with her, avoid mentioning or letting her lock you down into a commitment. You don't have to make her your girlfriend just because that's what she wants to be. When you're honest about it, many women will still stay around, and they'll try even harder to get your attention and commitment. Next, we must talk about validation. This is what girls need to be chasing to become submissive to you, but unfortunately most men give this out for free. Men are not aware of the many ways they validate women. It could be the smallest action, but in the realm of attraction it still matters. You need to let women chase you, my boy. That's the only way it will be exciting for her as well. Let becoming a part of your life be a goal for her. That means you shouldn't be texting her, talking to her on the phone, buying her gifts, trying to solve her problems, or telling her how much you desire her. You don't need to tell her you think she's beautiful. She knows. If she wasn't beautiful to you, then you wouldn't be spending time with her. You do not need to buy her anything to impress her. Gifts are a form of positive reinforcement. They come on special occasions when the woman spends a long period of time proving her dedication, but not to gain her attention. Guys have no game, so they throw money at women, then they get surprised when they figure out they're being used for their money. Broke guys scream that women only care about money, then proceed to white knight or red pill any girl who comes near them out of their life. They get no results, so they end up believing it's because they're broke, when in reality it's because they're a loser. You don't need to message women or check up on them. Realistically, you should allow them to do 90 to 100 of the chasing after you've built an attachment. When you first meet a woman, you will have to do all of the pursuing for 2 to 3 weeks until they start thinking about you regularly. This generally applies unless she views you as a 9 or 10 and immediately starts chasing your attention. Pursuing in the initial stages means you message her once a week and take her out on a date that can end with the two of you being alone. When you go at this pace, you can also gauge her interest in you until she's actively fighting for your time and messaging you every day. You should be too busy to message her more than once a week as a surprise to check up on her and ask her out. When she starts to like you and starts pursuing, you can slowly start to pull back. Let her wait in silence, craving your interaction until she can't handle it anymore. Wait till she contacts you. Set up a time to see each other, then get back to your purpose. This is especially true if you haven't yet built a life you're proud of. You're not getting rich while you're spending time with women. Rule number 3, my boy, is that a woman's opinion of you and your life path matters very little. It means exactly the same thing as you telling her you think she's beautiful. Since no one else will be responsible for your future, save yourself. No one else can judge your life or give you advice. Most women are not professionals in the fields you want to pursue, so their opinions mean nothing. Women are like children, it's your job to discipline them. If you still have shortcomings in your game, the ladies who are accustomed to controlling men will make you appear foolish. Focus on improving yourself until you're leading a life you're pleased with and you've perfected the art of developing bonds with women as a guy. People will automatically follow you when you have high-value attributes, since your life is a direct reflection of your power and knowledge. You won't even need to say anything to achieve the highest level of confidence and indifference. You'll need approval from everyone, especially the girl you're dating, so you need to stay focused on the empire you're building so that you can dominate. This is why you'll be too busy for her, not because you're playing games, but because you're working on something more important than your distracting desires. Rule number 4, you have to develop yourself to the point where, when a woman calls, they get your assistant on the phone. When you live the life of a high-value man, you do not have time to spend with a woman all day and all night. You cannot help playing with women because most of these girls have learned how to manipulate men from a young age. This is not a tactic, this is a reality. Don't tell me you don't want to play the game of seduction with women because you won't have a choice if you want to land the 9s and 10s. In all honesty, if you're not trying to be extraordinary in life, this is not the right channel for you. If you're just average, women need to crave you, which means they should receive almost none of your non-sexual energy until they've proven themselves. You should also limit your availability to 1 evening per week with dates that have the potential to result in sexual activity, at least for the first 30 days. If she wants to see you more frequently, let her ask for it by making an effort to get to know you. Once she does, you'll be in charge. Rule number 5, it's important to continue dating multiple girls to avoid becoming fixated on one of these women. Most women, especially the really beautiful ones, have extremely low self-esteem. They can't fathom that you don't treat them like queens when they're used to men acting like that as a constant throughout their lives. This puts them in the mindset of trying to change your actions to match the sims around her when you're a high-value man. Women cannot truly be dominated by you unless they understand that you will walk away and never look back at the drop of a dime. You must not lie about dating other women. My boy, some of these extremely beautiful women that you will attract with these methods will turn out to be extremely crazy. If you become fixated on a woman like this, it can ruin your life. Keep dating other women so they never get too close. This will also keep you comfortable when she tries to test you because you know you can replace her without much trouble. Never explicitly respond, but let them know that you're still actively looking for love. They'll understand, and as long as they have a good time with you, most women are fine with breaking rule number 6. My child, there's no better place to take someone than somewhere you're well known. If you can network effectively, which is a crucial skill for men, you can meet influential people who frequently frequent places you can visit. When you walk into a restaurant or club and everyone treats you like a celebrity, your date will fall into her quiet world. Shadow of your +1, when people come up to greet you, you don't need to introduce her, just let her sit there quietly, trying to figure out who in the world you are. This is the best way to dominate women and make them submit. Rule number 7. My boy, there's nothing wrong with leaving a girl waiting and yearning for more. Let her anticipate the next interaction with you and crave it. Don't cancel plans for her, and don't feel obligated to invite her everywhere when you're truly high value. You have no problem letting her know with your actions that she's not worthy of being in your presence. Sometimes you may not see or talk to girls you're dating for a week or 2, and you must learn to be okay with this. Remember, these are not girls you want to lock down, but mainly the girls you will crave just because of their beauty. This will also never work if, when she's with you, your personality and what she experiences aren't 100 on point. She needs to crave the positive feelings she experiences when she's with you. So click this video to learn how to be a heartbreaker that women can't get enough of, and don't forget to subscribe for more content.